Welcome back,
Yo,
guys. We've been on hiatus like Oda. You know what I'm saying? Shit been happening behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, this thing called life
Life. We've been in motion like trees. You know what I'm saying?
in the wind, like motion like trees in the wind.
In the wind. Yes. Um, but we're on chapter 1180 Omen. We're reviewing that today. Um, we don't really have much to talk about. I'll say this in the last few chapters because shit is just going forward. Um, but yeah, let's get into it. What's your overall
Yeah.
opinion right now?
So we gotta get Mo on one of these calls one day, one of these days. But Mo's just really like gassing Emu, and I think deservedly so. Me personally. So in this chapter, like when you first read the chapter, we see Emu's design or whatever. I don't know if you guys have played Tears of the Kingdom, but um, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. But Emu looks a lot like Rauru, or like those like those like dark elves that they have in that game. His design looks really similar to that. But first he like cuts off Gerd's fingers and he's like harming like Stanson. Like, I'm sorry, but like this doesn't move me. Like, I'm not saying that these characters are fodder, but like these aren't heavy hitters, you know what I mean?
I
So I'm
agree.
like, okay, emo, sure. Get your hype moment, I guess, against people who are not who can't stack against you in any
Honestly,
possible measure.
these people are even warlord level.
like
These people below
like
warlord level.
what are we doing right now?
Okay, this is my issue with it. When I first saw that with Stanton, right? For one, Harden, you looking real stupid because I know you got hockey. You can sense that presence. Why would you just go face in, right? And why did it take for Stanton to say, "Hey, you don't know what he's doing. Get out the way." He's like, "This is Stanton like has better observation hockey than you." Two though, this is the arc of the Giants, and the Giants have consistently been getting their ass handed to them this whole fucking arc. Evil's been fucking putting belt to ass to fucking Dory, Broggy. It just I, the Giants have always been like an easy target, a victim of power scaling. We're like, oh, like it seems impactful. Like ever since Marineford, right? You chopped off Orange Junior's leg. It's like, oh shit. But literally you can do that to every single giant. Like they're just a huge fat target. There are no giants that have speed feats at all. They're literally just walking targets every single fucking arc they're in. So I kind of hate to see them always in this light. But again, it's emo. It makes sense. But like, dude, I don't know, man.
Another thing is, when we first saw the spoilers this week, they're talking about how like Zoro, like is like incapacitated. I mean, there's a little blood that comes out of his mouth or whatever, but on the next page, like after that, after I ain't gonna lie, another thing too, Oda has been drawing his ass off. Stanson, like no, not Stanson. Hyrule when he's coming down with the axe, that doesn't even look like Oda's like drawing. Like it's so detailed. I'm like, I honestly kind of forgot this is how well Oda draws because I'm like, is this somebody else? It's on page 9 out of 18.
Mm-hmm.
You see Zoro on the ground, but he's like okay. He's just like recovering. Like this isn't like rooftop Zoro when he had all his ribs broken or whatever. I mean, it could be, but I want to say what's Chopper's like Zoro get inside, everyone else gather up the injured and knocked out kids. Like he's telling Zoro to just get up. He's like walking off, bro. Like it's Zoro's okay.
I'll say one
But
thing though about emo that I do like, because initially, like when the spoilers came out, I was kind of ranting. I was like, yo, I'm kind of sick and tired of hearing emo talk. He just sounds very boring and monotonish. But I
yeah,
think looking at it, this chapter, kind of seeing how it flows, emo really just doesn't give a fuck. Like he's just
at
like
all.
effortlessly, like the way he, like if we go back to page 7, when he does Omen, it's just effortless. Effortless. Like he's not really caring about Zoro. He's just like, get the fuck out of the way, like, whew, right? He's not sweating. Also, Emu is not blinking either. That's my theory. This dude has not blinked this entire time. Dude is just going straight for business, which I like.
He's really fast. He's really fast.
Yes.
I was gonna say something about Emu. Oh yeah, the buildings are like so. Up when Luffy is in his Gear 5th mode, he can make the inanimate animate, right? Like he can make buildings and stuff like that jump. The same thing for like Emu, but like the buildings are like turning demonic. It's interesting.
I guess is he awakened then? I guess.
I have no. Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question. He's affecting the environment around him. That's a good question.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks like he's on a rush. I think one thing that's notable when he says "make haste, Summers," there's little time.
Yeah.
We're obviously getting a hint of like, yeah, he's not gonna be on the island for long. Right. So, I mean, chapter goes smoothly after that. We see him go to Gunko and like presumably break her out.
Yeah, the ice.
We don't see it though. So she may still just be in there. I think she's still in there. But I mean, maybe his thing is that canceling. But Loki did say that only Ratatoskr can unfreeze them. So.
Yeah. This Omen stuff seems it's pretty cool. I like seeing Sanji. You know what I'm saying? Sanji's my guy. I like seeing him without caution, without thinking, going to attack Emu. And I don't know. So a lot of people think that Sanji's gonna unlock his black flames. I'm of the opinion that Sanji might already if Sanji does get Conqueror's Hawk or he has it, he already got it, and that was with his blue flames. I don't think he's gonna get another color. Like at that point, then Sanji's firepower is just like a Super Saiyan thing. You know what I mean? At a certain point, we're just gonna get more and more colors.
Yeah. I feel like some people are saying, like, if you go to the page where they clash with each other, there is, like, a hockey, like, clash in one of those panel, kind of. Like, a Conqueror's Hockey, like, when they, like, break, or maybe Advanced Conquerors more so. When there's, like, that air impact where you're not touching.
Page?
It's, page 15.
Yeah.
It's, like, the top, it's below Sanji.
The bottom left panel. Oh, I see what you're saying.
See?
Hey.
I think another thing. So this chapter also is giving me more reason. I didn't make the video yet to like shit on Jinbei, because what the fuck is Jinbei doing?
Okay, so all right. What I'm gathering is like you just don't like the species stuff.
No. I fuck with fishmen. Okay, I just don't fuck with.
But not weak fishmen, and you fuck with giants, but not weak giants. So let me ask you: do you fuck with pirates, just not weak pirates?
It's not.
How do you feel about?
No. It's not even about being weak. It's about when the action is time to put in work. You need to put in work. And Jinbei has been looking like a fucking buffoon this whole arc.
What are you talking about?
Jinbei is just. Bro, Jinbei, Jinbei has been relegated to the fireman of the One Piece crew. That's all.
Job, right?
No, fuck no. I need to see the Jinbei that was putting the hands on fucking Big Mom. I need that type of work. That's what I need to see from him.
Mind you, the only reason he did that is because half of the crew is not there, and like he was literally with
excuses.
I mean, I'm just saying.
He's top 4 of the entire Straw Hat crew. Put in that fucking work.
Said who? Based off what? Based off what?
Who's stroking him on the crew?
But I didn't say. I'm not talking about strength. You're just saying he's top 4 based off what? Just of strength? Yeah, maybe sure,
strength.
But of importance.
Strength.
I would definitely put Nami and Usopp over him. Who cares about? Yeah, bro.
I'm talking about strength. Okay. Shit.
But still.
Like at this point,
People don't care about Jinbei like that.
Brook has put in more work this arc than Jinbei.
Jinbei, sure, yeah, exactly. I would argue that Brook is more important than Jinbei.
I mean, for this arc, yes.
I would say in general. He's been with the crew longer.
Oh.
I mean, what's his name? He got a flashback with what's his name going on, Gunko right now, but he also got to get back to what's his name, right? The dang Laboon.
Yeah, Laboon.
And we met Laboon like chapter not even 100, right?
Look. He is important, okay? He has a role to fill. He needs to play his part, okay? If this is a team, if I'm a coach, I'm getting on Jinbei's ass in the locker room. Like, put in work. I need effort. You're just looking like...
Okay, what if Jinbei is part of the team, but his job is to be a water boy? Actually, though. And you want him to be on the court, though.
That is, honestly, for one, that's racist as shit. Alright, just because of the mission does not mean you have to just do water, okay? Okay, he's the helmsman. Okay, maybe you can say, oh, Jinbei's only good at sea. I can understand that a little bit, right? He needs water to do fisherman karate. But there's water in people's bodies, so that doesn't even fucking count anymore, right? Also, you have Nami with you. Y'all should be doing some fucking combos. Get Zeus to put some rain and do some shit. Come on.
I hear you.
I'm honestly, I'm getting on everyone right here. Frankie's looking like he's lost. Frankie, you just got a fucking buff from Vegapunk. Do something.
You know what's funny? I feel like your frustration with Jinbei is you have a pretty high expectation for Jinbei because he's a former warlord.
I do. I think Jinbei is like another powerhouse on a team that can handle things, right? But even now, I think about all his fights. He's dealt with kind of low tier, or like mid tier characters, which I'm like, it's weird because like, not to say the bounties count for your power level, but I'm like, I guess since he doesn't have conquerors, he's not gonna be like that big of a thing. But it's like, he has so much more experience. Like I feel like him being in the Straw Hat crew should have elevated him. But I feel I think he's reached his.
Go ahead.
I feel like he's reached his height though. Like he's peaked.
So I think Jinbei's peak is when we met him in Whole Cake Island. Going back and reading and stuff like that. Jinbei holding back Big Mom is like Zoro holding back Kaido. It's a feat because like you're doing something to a top tier. But on top of that, bro, Jinbei couldn't get past Katakuri. Like when we meet Jinbei, we're like, oh, okay, Jinbei's here. You meet Katakuri, it's over. Like that's his ceiling. Like he could not get past. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, he probably couldn't get past Luffy at the end of Whole Cake Island, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Like when we meet Jinbei, he's kind of already. That's it. He's capped out. Yeah. Jinbei has a lot of hype, but that warlord title and everything is really what's holding him.
Try it, bro. See,
it is.
It's not like and look, from you said like I don't like Fishman. It's no, I expect more from him. I want more from my brother Jinbei. But I mean, hey, what can you do, bro? What can you do, man? Another thing I note in this panel though, dude, Imu is just flawless. Like he just immediately reacts, does a 360 kick on Sanji. Games are not being played here. Games are not being played by him at all. My thing is though, did he put Omen on his foot when he kicked Sanji?
He's dangerous, Sanji. Who said you could release him? I remember him putting his leg up.
But you hear there's like a bam sound effect on his foot.
Yeah. It looks like hockey. It looks like hockey.
But then he explodes.
Yeah, I think the explosion is from. Yeah, I don't know what that's from.
Also, again.
Yeah, what are these black flames?
Jinbei, bro.
Honestly, I think that black flame thing. If you go to the page before, page 14 of 18, yeah. I think the black flames. I think the explosion is from them fighting in that circle.
Mm.
Yeah.
I did see a translation. They're saying like Omen is kind of like it's like pronounced Maki in Japanese.
Okay.
So it's like a hockey adjacent thing, like an evil hockey. Um, I don't know if that's consistent. I have to double check that, but yeah, I mean, and that's why I say this chapter is nothing to me. Or like, it's not like it's nothing. Oda's just breadcrumbing the shadows, cause this chapter goes by so fast. So like, once we hit Sanji get hit, Loki goes on the spill talking to Emu. Emu's asking the same stupid question again. I guess Emu's just like, maybe he's just like so like high in his brain that he doesn't really like coherently think in terms
Yeah.
of like the past. He just wanted to get answers. Like he's a straight shooter. He's like, I'm searching for the killer of my faithful servant.
Mm-hmm.
Dude's not blinking still. Like he's just mogging the shit out of Loki.
Yeah, this is so interesting. What were the so 14 years ago? 14 years ago, Loki killed his father Harold, who was a servant of the world government, for Emu. But why now? Why now? Um, he sent the God's Knights to the Holy Land. I mean, he sent the God's Knights from the Holy Land or from wherever they were to that portal, and they basically tried to recruit Loki, and Loki was like, "I ain't fucking with y'all niggas like that." And then a lot of turmoil happened, and eventually Emo made his way down here because I guess all of his holy or Summers really got defeated or something like that. And now Ebu's down here to wreak, take vengeance for losing his servant. 14 years later, it's like I don't really know about all this. I don't really know.
Yeah, I think narratively it's weird, and it kind of just shows like Oda did not think of this when he was initially writing the story. Like this is
Hmm.
something new. Um, but yeah, for him to be a main villain, the only thing we can give them is that celestial dragons just have that like ignorance. Like they just think like shit just gonna go their way. So they're kind of oblivious to shit going on. They're like, nah, we got this shit. And it's
I'm
like,
getting serious NL vibes from this guy from Emu.
I've heard that. I agree. I mean, the way he blitzed, that's just like how Eno blitzed everyone damn near. Um, so yeah, I mean, we'll see. Do you think it's gonna have an Eno moment when he actually fights Garfield Luffy though? You think he's gonna like have an expression for once?
I don't know. I do think like there's something up with Emu. Like Emu's like a lot of people are like, man, Emu's gorgeous, this, that, and the fourth, da da da. And I think Emu's design is definitely striking for sure. I don't know. There's just something about Emu that reminds me of Enel in a lot of ways. Maybe it's because he's like a god. Maybe because he's got servants. Like I got to go back and look at Skypiea. But what there were three servants, right? It was like it was the dude with the dude with the balls. I was about to say it's crazy.
Mm.
Um, those fat guys. Um, the dude who fought Zoro. Let me look up Enel's priests. And the one who fought Chopper, yeah.
Yep.
Enel's priests. And then they had Gonfall. Who would be like the Gonfall equivalent? Enel's priests.
Gonfall equivalent character. I mean, technically, wouldn't that be Gaban's arc? Because Gaban's the only person who's kind of interacted or been in the same vicinity as Emu, like God Valley. But I don't know. The man with flames? Maybe the man with flames is the god marked by flames is the Gonfall of the arc at the end or so.
Because Gonfall was a pretty good guy who met the crew fairly early. Oh, maybe it's Shanks. maybe,
Oh,
maybe,
because he
maybe,
was a previous god. He was god beforehand.
yeah, maybe it's Shanks. Maybe the Gonfall of this arc could be Shanks or something like that. I don't know. Now that would be interesting. That would be a nice parallel. I could get on board with that.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like that's all I have to say about this chapter. I think it's pretty pretty okay chapter. Like I said, it's breadcrumbing. I'm looking forward to next week's chapter. And I feel like I've been feeling like that every chapter of the last at least 3 chapters of One Piece.
Yeah,
Um,
for the past 6 months or a year.
yeah. But yeah, man. Thank y'all for watching. This is Skipper Roy and your boy No
Cool
Now.
now.
Up to
Oh, there
now.
it is.
Oh yeah. We'll see y'all on the flip side.
See y'all.